Hello, English learners. Welcome to Learn English Through Story. Today, we tell a true story about Martin Luther King Jr. He was an American leader. He fought for equality. This story is for beginners. It uses simple words and easy sentences. You will learn about history. You will practice English. Martin wanted fairness for all. His story is inspiring. Listen carefully. Follow the words on the screen. Enjoy the story. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Martin's early life. Martin Luther King Jr. was born in 1929. He lived in Atlanta, Georgia. Georgia was a state in America. It had cities, farms, and churches. Martin was a boy. His family was kind. His father was a pastor. A pastor leads a church. His mother was a teacher. Martin grew up in a big house. He had a brother and sister. They played together. They went to church. The church was important. Martin loved to sing. He loved to pray. He learned about peace. Martin went to school. He was smart. He read books. He wrote stories. He learned about history. He learned about fairness. Fairness means treating everyone the same. In Georgia, life was not fair. Black people had different rules. They could not sit with white people. They had different schools. They had different seats on buses. Martin did not like this. He wanted change. Martin was a good student. He went to college. He studied religion. Religion is about faith. He studied leaders. He read about peace. He wanted to help people. He dreamed of equality. Equality means everyone is the same. Chapter 2. The Civil Rights Movement. In the 1950s, America had problems. Black people were not equal. They could not vote easily. Voting means choosing leaders. They could not use the same restaurants. They could not use the same water fountains. Martin was a young man. He was a pastor. He lived in Montgomery, Alabama. He saw unfair rules. He wanted to change them. In 1955, a woman named Rosa Parks helped. She was black. She sat on a bus. The bus had rules. Black people sat in the back. Rosa did not move. She was arrested. Martin was angry. Martin led a boycott. A boycott means not using something. Black people stopped using buses. They walked. They shared cars. The boycott lasted 1 year. It worked. The bus rules changed. Martin became a leader. He spoke to people. He said, "We want equality." People listened. They trusted him. Trust means believing in someone. Chapter 3. The I Have a Dream speech. In 1963, Martin led a big event. It was the March on Washington. Washington, D.C. was the capital. Over 250,000 people came. They were black and white. They wanted equality. Martin gave a speech. It was called, "I Have a Dream." He stood by a big statue. It was the Lincoln Memorial. Abraham Lincoln helped end slavery. Martin spoke about freedom. He said, "I have a dream." He wanted black and white people to be friends. He wanted children to play together. He wanted fairness. His words were strong. People clapped. They cheered. The speech was on TV. Millions watched. They heard Martin's voice. They felt hope. Hope means believing in something good. The speech was famous. Martin stood tall. He wore a suit. He spoke clearly. He used simple words. He said, "All men are created equal." People loved his words. America listened. Chapter 4. Leading peaceful protests. Martin led many protests. A protest is when people ask for change. His protests were peaceful. Peaceful means no fighting. He walked in marches. A march is when people walk together. In Birmingham, Alabama, Martin marched. It was 1963. The city had unfair rules. Black people could not eat in some places. Martin wanted change. He was arrested. Arrested means taken by police. He went to jail. He wrote a letter. It was called Letter from Birmingham Jail. He said, Injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere. His words were powerful. Martin led more marches. In Selma, Alabama, he marched for voting. Black people could not vote easily. The march was in 1965. It was called the Selma March. People walked across a bridge. The bridge was in Selma. They sang songs. They prayed. Martin led them. He was brave. Chapter 5. Impact on America. Martin's work changed America. In 1964, a law passed. It was the Civil Rights Act. It said no unfair rules. Black people could use restaurants. They could use hotels. In 1965, another law passed. It was the Voting Rights Act. It helped Black people vote. Voting was easier. Martin was happy. People loved Martin. He won a prize. It was the Nobel Peace Prize. It was in 1964. The prize was for peace. Martin was proud. America became fairer. Schools had Black and white students. Buses were for everyone. Jobs were open to all. Martin's dream was coming true. Martin traveled. He spoke in cities. He spoke in churches. He spoke on TV. People heard his message. They wanted equality. Chapter 6. Martin's legacy. Martin died in 1968. He was 39 years old. America was sad. People loved him. His work lived on. Today, Martin is famous. There is a holiday. It is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. It is in January. People celebrate. They march. They sing. There is a memorial. It is in Washington, D.C. It has a statue. The statue is Martin. People visit it. They read his words. Schools teach about Martin. Children read his speeches. They learn about equality. He is a hero. A hero is a great person. Martin's words are everywhere. People say, I have a dream. His legacy is strong. Legacy means what you leave behind. Chapter 7. Lessons from Martin. Martin teaches us lessons. He teaches us about equality. He wanted all people equal. You can be fair. You can help others. He teaches us about peace. He did not fight. He used words. He used marches. You can use words. You can learn English. He teaches us about courage. He went to jail. He was brave. You can be brave. Try new words. Speak English. Martin teaches us about hope. He gave hope to people. He gave hope to America. You can have hope. You can learn English. Martin's story is like your story. He had a dream. A dream is something you want. You want to speak English. Work hard. Be brave. You will succeed. Thank you for listening to Martin Luther King Jr.'s story. You learned about his life. You learned about equality. He fought for fairness. He was peaceful. He was brave. Watch this video again. Practice your English. Share this story with friends. Keep learning. Subscribe to learn English through story. We have more stories for you. See you next time.